Miss? What's the tea, Miss? Do you want to be in charge today? You want to take Mama's spot on the throne? Well, Miss, I gotta give him the tea. Are you gonna give him all the tea, or do you want me to give him the tea, Miss? Miss? Mr. Kitty, you coming in here too to get the tea? Okay, well, I guess. I mean, I had plans to sit here and talk today, Mr. Kitty, but are you gonna come up there and try to take the tea too? Here, okay. You two can both sit up here and give the tea to the people, okay? Okay, I mean, are you guys cool with this? It seems like they want to take this spot in the throne today. They don't want to let me sit down and tell the tea. They just want to give all the tea themselves. Isn't that right, Mr. and Miss Kitty? Mr. Kitty, I mean, you guys, at least look at him if you're going to be... Mr. and Miss Kitty, at least look at the people. If you're going to give them the tea, you got to look at them at least. I mean, come on now. Okay, Mr. Kitty, as much as I'm sure they like you a lot more than they like watching me, I'm going to take my spot back on the throne. I need you guys to remember who the queen of the drama is in this house. You guys are the prince and princess, but you need to remember who the queen is, okay? Miss, okay, she wants to be the queen. Hey Shelby Bells, it's Shelby. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in for another video. In today's video, you guys, we need to talk about Rosali Delgado, Bianca Loves Makeup, Beauty by Bianca, whatever she wants to call herself, whatever. She goes by so many different names. Corina Garcia, Dora, and Daddy's Makeup, all of those people. We need to talk about them because this situation has not died down at all. Nick Snyder is showing some more receipts about Bianca and how nasty, supposedly, allegedly, that she is. And I have some thoughts I want to share with you guys as well, because y'all were commenting on my last video a little bit, and I want to address a little bit of that because I think that some of you guys might be a little confused as to what the situation is. If y'all want to hear more about that drama, make sure that you keep on watching. Mr. Kitty, okay, so you guys, by the way, I'm super sunburnt. I'm really sunburnt, you guys. I went to the beach yesterday and it was a really good time, but I'm sunburnt here so bad. Oh my God, you guys can see it. And here, and then like on my face a little bit too, and I'm gonna show you my back or whatever. Oh my God, I'm so sunburnt. But you guys, I promise you, I was wearing SPF 50 and I reapplied like 3 times. I was only out there like maybe 4.5 hours and I reapplied 3 times. I'm just literally sunburned at like the literally like at nothing. I get super sunburnt. Who else has that problem? If y'all have that problem, let me know in the comment section down below. What do you do to combat that? Because I don't want to live just inside. I enjoy being out in the sun and doing summertime things, especially at the beach. I love the water and stuff. So I don't know. I mean, let me know what y'all do because I would love some advice and tips on that, seriously. Okay, but let's get into today's video, you guys. We need to talk about Beauty by Bianca, Rosali Delgado, Dora and Daddy's Makeup, and Corina Garcia, Corina's Boutique, because there has been so much drama going on with this. If you guys are not caught up on who these people are, these are like the Facebook beauty gurus. So you have your YouTube beauty gurus, right? Your Manny MUAs, your James Charles, your Nikki Tutorials, your Bailey Sarians, your all those. You have your TikTok people like your Michaelas and all that. And then you have your Facebook girls, and your Facebook girls are the Corina Garcia, Beauty by Bianca, Rosali Delgado, and Dora and Daddy's Makeup. There's also a few other ones I haven't mentioned. So you guys, the Facebook beauty guru community is probably the most vicious community I would say out there. If I said this in my last video about this, if y'all think that the YouTube beauty gurus are vicious, you haven't seen anything until you've heard and seen these Facebook girls, because they are literally so vicious. It's insane. Their tea and their drama is so messy, girl. It is so messy. It's ridiculous. So what a lot of them do is they sell makeup or whatever. So they'll have like their live streams and then they'll like sell makeup to people, and I don't really know how it works, but I guess like the people send them money through Zelle or whatever, and then like they sell the makeup through their live streams or whatever. I have never bought anything from any of them. I have never watched one while they're live, while they're selling their makeup. It's just not something that interests me a lot, I guess, but they have a huge following. These people get a lot of followers. I think that's mainly what Corina and Dora do, but Rosali and Bianca, I think they're mainly just like regular like beauty guru makeup people. Like they just do their makeup on live stream for their people, and they just have a following of people that like to watch them because of, you know, the insider, you know, inside scoop to their life they give on their live streams, and then they do their makeup very well in their lives and stuff. And well, you know, long story short, all of these people became pretty good friends as, like, I guess they networked and met each other through social media and Facebook. They had this huge falling out. Everyone seems to be picking on Rosali Delgado, and that's kind of like what I want to talk about in this video. So I'm going to make clear, you guys, I see both sides of this situation. I am not taking a side to this. I understand and see both sides. I recognize that when several people have an issue with the same person, that the person that they have an issue with more than likely has some issues they need to resolve within themselves because there is something going on there. I recognize that, okay? And that being said, because Rosalie is the one that everyone seems to be going after right now, I recognize that possibly Rosalie has some issues, and a lot of it seems to be with Rosalie running her mouth and talking a bunch of shit. I recognize that maybe she does actually have a problem with this, and she needs to kind of watch how she talks about people, you know, check the loyalty she has in certain friendships and things like that. I recognize that, and I'm acknowledging that here in this video now, okay? The other side to this is Rosalie has been speaking very publicly on her YouTube, not her YouTube, she doesn't do YouTube like that, on her Facebook page, about her struggles with mental health and unaliving herself, if you will, okay? Sorry, you guys, there's a trigger warning. This video will be talking about stuff of that nature. Very briefly, not in detail, but if that is a very triggering subject for you, maybe you shouldn't watch this video. I just do not think it is appropriate to give your opinions on whether or not someone is being honest about the way they're feeling and what they're sharing about their mental health struggles when it comes to this. I don't think it's okay or acceptable to continue to taunt somebody about their struggles with mental health on social media to your hundreds of thousands of people combined that are watching you. I don't believe that that is acceptable. I think that is nasty, catty, messy behavior, and that is being shown by Bianca, Beauty by Bianca, Corina's Boutique, and by Dora, okay? I think that when someone states that, hey, I am going through something, I know we had a falling out, and you probably don't like me anymore, but I'm going through something and I need this to stop. I think that you should respect that. I think you should respect that someone's going through something and respect that they need their space. This video is not defending Rosali Delgado. A lot of you guys were saying in my comment section on my last video that I was defending Rosali Delgado for a lot of different reasons you guys said. A lot of you guys said it's because I just didn't do my research. And to that comment, I say, you guys, there's about, I would say probably like 10 to 20 hours of YouTube, or I keep saying YouTube, Facebook live streams I would have to watch in its entirety to get the entire scoop of all this tea. And you're right, I didn't watch all 20 hours of it, okay? But I have watched like probably 8 hours or so of these live streams, and I think that's enough, okay? As well as watching, you know, different opinions from other people, like the Chisme Report, and, you know, what Nick Snyder has been saying on his Instagram and stuff like that. And from that information, I've gathered my own opinion, and I feel, and if you disagree with me, that's okay, but it's not going to stop me from making this video, because I feel like the research I have done on this subject is enough for me to speak on it, okay, and have an opinion. The second reason that you guys said I was defending Rosalie is because I'm friends with Rosali Delgado. And to that, when I read y'all's comments that said that, I literally had to LOL, laugh out loud. I am not friends with Rosali Delgado simply because I have never met Rosali Delgado. I have never met Rosali Delgado. I went to Dallas, Texas to visit Nick Snyder and Dustin Daly and meet them for the first time back in early March, okay? In early March, I went out there and I met them, and there was a possibility that Rosali Delgado and Bianca, Beauty by Bianca, were still going to be with Nick and Dustin when I arrived to meet them and hang out. When I arrived to hang out with Nick and Dustin, Beauty by Bianca and Rosali Delgado and all of those other girls that were there, Dora and all those people, they were no longer there, okay? So in turn, I never met Rosali Delgado, I cannot talk, Rosali Delgado or Beauty by Bianca. I have never met them. I have spoken to Rosali Delgado, not even in a direct way, through a comment on my YouTube channel that she left on my original video I made about her being allegedly jumped by Corina Garcia. Back when that incident happened, she left a comment on my original video I made about that, my very first one, and I responded to her politely and I pinned the comment. That is the extent of the conversation I've ever had with Rosali Delgado. I have no reason, and then some of y'all are saying I'm defending Rosalie because I'm friends with Nick. I'm not friends with Nick either. I met him once. I met Nick Snider once. We do not text. We don't have each other's phone number. I have no reason to defend Rosali Delgado aside from the fact, like any ulterior motives. You know, my only reason for defending Rosalie, and I'm really not even, because if you heard me say what I said earlier, I was like, okay, you know, this is like, maybe there's something going on. If everyone has a problem with you, then there might be something that you're doing that you need to stop. But I don't care what the rest is. And the reason for it behind it is when someone tells you they're struggling very strongly with mental health and they're in outpatient therapy for it, I've thought about unaliving themselves, you back off and you don't do that. She put out a very heartfelt, in my opinion, a Facebook Live video.
Hey guys, it's been a little bit and I'm gonna try really hard not to cry because that's not why I came on. I'm here because last week I was having very, very, very bad dark thoughts about taking my own. And I caught myself planning things. I caught myself giving things away. I caught myself thinking of ways to like take care of my family after I was gone. And so I went to my husband and I told him, babe, I don't want to live anymore. I've been feeling lost. I've been feeling hopeless. And I've been feeling like I had no value. I had felt like I had lost my light. I felt like I had lost that urge to want to be here. I know that a lot of things have happened, and I know a lot of people don't believe that I left to get help, but I did. I'm coming live because I want to ask that the hate stop. I want to ask that the conversations that I had privately with people that I trusted, maybe out of line, that are being twisted now, stop. I'm not well. I want to apologize to my amigos, to you guys. If I lost my way, started self-medicating myself to sleep at night through taking edibles. And I would have conversations with people at night, not knowing what I was saying. A lot of times talking gibberish. I think that's the one thing that people love being around me when I'm on edibles, because I just talk. I might have said something out of turn, and I might have said something to somebody that now is being twisted. But I want to know, everybody to know, that if I've ever talked shit about anybody, it's never been anybody that I cared for. And I care for all the people that were in my life. And I'm sad that they know that they've seen my downfall. You guys have seen it. All of you, my people that have been watching me for years, you guys have seen my mental decline. There were weeks where in 1 week I would sleep 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. Because my brain, I would sleep. I know my eyes were closed, but my brain would just be working. It would not rest, so I felt unrested. And I wasn't acting like myself. I'm not here to justify anything, because I'll tell you, none of us are innocent. If I go through my phone, I'm sure I'll find things that can make all of us look bad, because we have all trusted in each other. But I will never break the confidence of a private conversation between friends, because that's what it was. And now I'm asking everyone, every single person who's out there bashing me, to stop. Just to let me live. Because I'm not well. I'm currently in outpatient treatment where they've had me logging all my feelings. Somebody posted something, a reel, and I reached out to them and I said, hey, was it me? Because I've been feeling the cold shoulder for a while from people that I cared about. I've been feeling kind of exiled and kind of like I didn't fit anymore. And I had that feeling. And I thought, man, I fuck with my own head all the time, guys. The one thing about depression is you already feel like the world is against you. It didn't matter. It could have been my mom making a post about something negative. I would have thought it was about me. But 6 months ago when I was attacked by men, kicked in the head, I believe my life was attempted against. My mental health completely evaporated. But I am not the person that people are saying. The words that are being said are being twisted, and I feel alone.
And in my opinion, that was when you stop. That's when it stops. I'm sure that she had been voicing her concerns to Bianca, to Dora, and to Corina prior to that, and they are still taunting her. Bianca loves makeup, Beauty by Bianca, whatever the hell you want to call that girl. She literally went on her live and said that she watched Rosalie's live about that whole thing when Rosalie was just sharing very raw moments and like explaining her issues of mental health. And Bianca was taunting her. And I'm sorry, I don't think that's okay. You can be as much of a Bianca stan as you want to be. You can be a huge Dora stan. You can be a huge Corina boutique stan, okay? When you taunt somebody about their issues with mental health, that is not okay. It's not okay. Period, point blank, I don't care. And it's not because I'm friends with Rosali Delgado. I have no reason to defend her other than the fact that I think that's fucked up. But I also think that if everyone's having an issue with Rosalie, that maybe Rosalie has done some things that she needs to do some self-reflection on and, you know, work on herself to become a better person, but it sounds like she is. Unfortunately, if the rumors are true and she was speaking about Bianca's kids like that, that is a line that you shouldn't cross, and I'm not defending those actions. You shouldn't be doing that. If Rosalie did say the things she said about Corina's daughter, calling Corina's daughter, I'm going to say a James Charles, because of her boyfriend's age, then that's not okay. And I don't like that either, okay? I'm not defending those actions. I think those are those are shitty things to do. And honestly, if you say those kinds of things about people, you should be prepared, if they find out, for you to be told something about yourself and for possibly some backlash that might come with it, okay? That's just the truth all day long. You need to be prepared for that. If you're gonna run your mouth, be prepared for the repercussions of it, okay? It's just the truth all day long. But when someone tells you they're struggling with their mental health, you back off. These people are all grown women in their 30s and beyond, I think beyond. I don't mean to offend anybody if they're not beyond that, but I feel like they're all in their 30s or beyond. They're acting like they're in high school. Every last one of them's acting like they're in high school. I think that and listen, I'm a drama channel, I understand it, I get it. I get hyping up your little petty little drama for some views, I get it. But when a line is crossed, you stop. When a line has been crossed and someone gets hurt, that's when you stop. But this should be taken off of social media at this point. It should be handled privately. And listen, I get the gig. I get that it's good for views. I get that more people are turning into their live streams, so more people are watching their ads. And those Facebook Live ads, they're like 5 seconds, but you can't skip them. So I get it. I get it. You know, you want your little ad revenue. I think they can make like tips and stuff on the live streams too. I get it. And you know what? I'm not knocking the hustle, but I'm knocking the fact that you can maybe address the situation in a way without taunting the other person's struggles with mental health. And that's all I'm saying. You can do that without taunting their issues with mental health. To Rosalie, I hope that Rosalie gets the help that she needs. I hope that Rosalie ends up being okay. I hope that she, you know, works on herself and all the things she said in her video that she was doing, and I hope she does those. She said she wasn't looking at her phone but twice a day, and if the social media is your job, that is a very, very hard task. I think that Rosalie has a lot of self-reflection and stuff to do, because if she did say those things about people's children, you already know when you talk about someone's child what's going to happen. They're gonna attack. It's like Mama Bear, you know. You don't talk about Baby Bear in front of Mama Bear, and don't let Mama Bear find out that you talk about Baby Bear. Because as a mother, I mean, I'm not a mother, but like as a mom, I would assume that you would want to like just attack, and you don't care anymore. Like, you attacked my kid, like I'm coming for you, and I get the want to do that to defend your child. I understand that, but I think that when someone's struggling with mental health, I think it's like a delicate balance, and you could have handled that off social media. Bianca has so many people in her live stream, she could have ignored those comments and just kept it moving. But no, she said she watched Rosalie's live and laughed, and that's not okay with me. You know, other nasty things are coming out about Bianca and how she treats people and things she says about people herself. And it's like, we shouldn't throw stones at glass houses, you know. Wait, what is that expression? That's not the right expression. Don't throw stones if you live in a glass house. And it seems like Bianca might be living in a glass house, because this clip Nick Snyder put on his Instagram about Bianca. So I'm going to roll that for you.
Honestly, what Henry needs is a reality check, and I think maybe getting 200, 100 views might be it. Maybe, because maybe not. I don't think so. He's like just so far up that fucking guy's ass. He doesn't know what to do to make him happy, even though he won't even give him a kiss on New Year's, because like, he's disgusting. But yeah.
This is the things Bianca's saying about her friend Henry, who runs Hank and Henry. Not very nice things to say about your friend, is it? It's not very nice thing to say about your friend. So now, Bianca, we're throwing stones when you live in a glass house, and you shouldn't be doing that, okay? Like, if you are also guilty of these things, then you need to humanize yourself a little bit, humanize Rosalie a little bit, and recognize that, hey, look, I've done it too. I've said things about my friends before that maybe weren't the nicest thing on the planet. Maybe I didn't mean them. Maybe I was drinking a little too much. Maybe I was smoking a little too much, or whatever. And maybe I just said something that I regret. And the thing is, everyone does that. Everyone on this planet has said something or done something that they probably shouldn't have said before. And, you know, I just think a little bit of empathy and like forgiveness, and, you know, just empathy, I guess, is the best word for the situation. Now, again, I don't know the behind the scenes on this stuff. If there's a whole bunch that Bianca and Dora and Corina have just not publicly talked about Rosalie, and Rosalie is this awful monster they say, and they just haven't talked about that on social media, then that might be the case. Who knows? I don't know. But for me, I think the bottom line is, when someone tells you about their struggles with mental health and the things they're going through, you back off and you lay off. At least the way that I think, is I never want someone to feel like they don't want to be alive anymore. And if anything that I have done is to cause that, then I don't want that to be the case. And, you know, if Rosalie is saying this because it's like her friends aren't her friends anymore, she's feeling like she's lost everything. Well, her friends, if Rosalie did do the things that her friends or her ex-friends are saying that she did, then you have to, as the person who's being talked about, you do have to set a boundary. And it's perfectly okay for Bianca and Corina and Dora, whoever, whatever, to set a boundary and be like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm not okay. I cannot be friends with you anymore because of this. I cannot be friends with you or associate with you anymore because of this, but I also don't want to see you harmed in any way. And we'll just leave it at that. Rosalie will have to own up to the fact that her friendships might dissipate because of her actions if she did say these things. But at the end of the day, I don't think we should be taunting anyone that's going through mental health struggles like that. I don't like that. I think that's nasty behavior and mean girl behavior. In my opinion, from what I can see on the outside looking in, this is very mean girls gang up on Rosalie from these women. And again, I'm not saying that Rosalie hasn't said anything that might deserve some backlash, but I think that all goes out the window when you talk about severe struggles with mental health like she has been. I think at that point you take it off social media and you keep it moving, you stop talking about it. And that's just my opinions on that, so I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this entire situation with Rosali Delgado, Beauty by Bianca, Corina Garcia, Dora and Daddy's Makeup. Let me know what you guys think about all of this drama in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you. It's super messy. It's not fun tea, but it is... Oh my god, it's crazy and wild, and I have a lot of opinions on it, which is why I'm talking about it. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you. And that's going to be it for today's video, you guys. If you did enjoy it, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel down below. Don't forget to ring the bell so you're notified of all my future videos when they do post. Remember, all Shelby bells ring the bell. And yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, YouTube should be suggesting a couple more down here for you to choose from. So I'd love it if you did that. And aside from that, I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.